More for now, let's turn our attention to some primary market action now. The IPO of Capillary Technologies India has opened today. Now, this is a SaaS company that basically helps companies run end-to-end loyalty programs. Right from helping customers earn reward points to redeeming the reward points. So, for example, just you and me enter into any retailer's app. Now, Capillary, this company's software will track your existing loyalty points, your rewards, and even your complete profile. So if that app or the brand wants to send you an offer, any discount or coupon, then the Capillary's AI, artificial intelligence, will analyze the customer behavior and automatically send you the most relevant offer. And again, when you go to checkout, make the payment, Capillary's APIs will instantly fetch the customer's points balance or help apply rewards and help you redeem the points. And some of the big clients include Tata Digital, ABFRL, Puma Sports, Domino's, etc. Anish Reddy, MD and CEO of Capillary Technologies, is here with us in the studio. Anish, good morning and thanks so much for joining in. Let's talk about revenue growth for the company. I think 25% in the first half of FY26. Is that number sustainable? And you turned profitable just last year. What aided that? And what is the outlook on profitability and margins going ahead?
Thanks, Rima, for having me here. You asked about revenue growth. Yeah. We're a fairly global business, right? So we see growth across markets for us. The first half of this year, we grew at about 25%. If you take our net revenue growth for all of last year, that was also at 25%. Now, the way this growth comes about for us is a lot of our large customers grow with us. We work with 19 of the Fortune 500 globally. And we have a number in the DRHP, about 15 to 20% of annual growth is from these enterprises growing. Each of them grow 15-20% with us. Right? So that's the biggest chunk of this growth, and that we have visibility for a while. If you look at our last many years of net retention rate, which is existing customer growth in a different language, it's been between 115% to 120%. Right? So a good chunk of growth comes from there. Further, we tend to win, at least or around one Fortune 500 customer every quarter. So if you look at when we filed the DRHP in June, we had 16 Fortune 500 customers. Today, we have 19. That's the second axis of growth. We continue to win some of the best customers globally. That's because if you pick any analyst report on the space, on loyalty globally, we are in the top 2 in the world. Either we're first or second, depending on which report you end up picking. So that gives these enterprises a lot of confidence to work with us. A third engine of growth for us has been acquisitions. We go by competitors at, it's a fairly good ROC model. It generates about a 25% ROC. We buy these companies, migrate their customers over to our platform. So you convert what's a very services-heavy business in the competitor we buy into a software SaaS 65% gross margin business. So those three have been the ways of growth. On EBITDAs and if you look at our last 3-4 years of, we've roughly added about 3-4% EBITDA each year. So last year, we also turned net profit positive. But if you look at EBITDAs wise, we did a 76 crores last year and a PAT profit about 14-15 crores. This first 6 months, we've already done about 40 crores of EBITDAs. And more importantly, the business generates a lot of cash. We've generated about 55 crores of cash as well. So, the first 6 months.
Coming back to profits itself, are you profitable in the first 6 months of this fiscal already?
Yes.
And is profitability a path that will continue for the company going forward? Because usually before the IPO, we see a profit and that doesn't continue. So that's an investor concern. Even on the cash flows, you did have negative cash flows in FY25. Now you've said you're cash flow positive. Is this a trajectory which will continue as well for the company?
Yeah, so let me answer the profits piece and then I'll come to the cash piece. So if you look at our EBITs for the last 3 years, they've increased by about 3-4% each year. So there is a very sustained 3-4% growth that we've shown all through the last 3 years. And even if you take the first half of this year versus the first half of last year, there's again a 3%, about a 300 bips movement, right? So there's no reason why that should not continue into the near future. It is a 65% gross margin business. We talk about it in the RHP as well. We're today at 11-12% EBITDA. Right? So there is quite some distance you can move up in that sense. Coming to cash, like you said, last year was a negative 46 crores of cash. The year before was a
Positive.
96
Yeah.
crores of cash.
That's
Basically, we work with these very large enterprises in the US. And one of these customers paid us, about 80 crores in March of FY23, right? So that's why that year looks like a 97 crores of positive cash.
Got it.
I think it's good to touch on the business model. We typically charge our customers annually or quarterly upfront, right? So this is a recurring subscription. They sign up for 3, 5, 7 years. Our annual churn is about 5-7%. So it's very long relationships. And typically we charge them annually or quarterly upfront. So in this specific case, in February, we won a very large, a Fortune 10 healthcare company in the US. And they paid us fully upfront in March of in March of 24, right? So which is why FY24 looks like it's 96 crores positive, and then FY25 looks like slightly negative at 46 crores. But the right way to look at it is do both the years together. So it takes care of this. If you take the first half of this year, it's a 55 crores of positive cash on a 360 crores of revenue, right? So we are well above the 10% in terms of free cash in that sense. So.
Unfortunately, Anish, we're out of time. We'll continue this conversation another day. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Well, that was just a little bit of a precursor about Capillary Technologies, the IPO which opens today. We will slip into a break. On the other side, we'll focus on crypto markets. Manisha Gupta joins in on the other side.